Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make a very quick and simple map and hammer. First, you're going to want to find your Steam folder. Mine is located in the F drive, but yours commonly will be in the C drive. You're going to want to go to Steam, Steam Apps, your common folder, and then Half-Life 2 or Half-Life Episode 1, Episode 2, and then you'll want to go into the bin folder. When you're in the bin folder, you'll want to find the hammer.exe. Double click it, and then you'll want to click whatever engine you're using. For me, I'm using Half-Life 2 right now, and we're in Hammer. First off, you're going to want to go to File, New, and there we go. This is your camera, this is your top view, and these are your other side views. It'll be pretty self-explanatory as we go on. In your top view, you want to go click your brush tool, and you want to, first off, let's change the texture. So going over to Browse and going into the filter, let's type in No Draw. I personally start everything with No Draw. What No Draw does is it tells the engine not to render it. Okay, and now that we have both the brush tool and the No Draw, let's click and drag. And let's make it about like that. Okay. Now, in your camera, you push the Z key, and while you're hovering over the screen, and that will allow you to float around. And now using the WASD keys, you can fly around. Okay, now that we've done that, you can take the mouse out, and let's press Enter. Now we have a brush. And let's go ahead and add an entity. Over here is the Entity tool. And now with the Z key, you can go in here and anywhere you want, just left click. Okay. Now let's go back into our brush tool. And let's just click and drag. And now we have our side views. Let's zoom in a little bit and go up one. Now right here, we're going to want to drag it. And let's make it about that, 128. 128 is about an average height of a wall in the Hammer engine. Now let's click Enter again. Now zooming out here, let's click and hold Shift. We now duplicated that wall. And let's go and click our brush tool again. And let's drag it. And press Enter one more time. And we can go click your arrow. And click and shift. And there we go. We have our walls. Now we need a ceiling. We can, with our arrow, select the bottom. And right here, in our bottom view, just click and shift up. And boom, we got a ceiling. Very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. That's what I did when I first started. Now right here, this is our texture tool. Let's click that. And let's type floor. Just get a very basic floor. Sure. And this is also good for a ceiling, that texture. And when I'm going over this, I'm right clicking. And let's type brick. Any of these will do. You can go into your camera, go around, right click, right click, right click, right click. Now, let us put in a little light. Let's get rid of that. You want to click your Entity tool, and just click an entity right there. You're going to see it looks like Gordon Freeman. And let's get your pointer, and double click. Now this is telling it's just a player start, and we're going to want to change that to light. The first one, and apply. You're going to see now it's a little light bulb, but it's a little bit into the ground. Let's change that. Let's drag it up, and boom. This is about the normal height we want it to be at. Okay, now still using the pointer, let's double click there. And we can see it's a pure white light. It's 255, 255, 255. We don't want that. Lights are never pure white. Never, ever pure white, unless they're fluorescent. Let's click color. let's get something orange, and we're going to want to change it just a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want to go down to any of these ever. You just want to have a little bit of a color change. 200 is a little bit bright. We're going to change that to about 125. And boom. There we go. And let's test it. File. Run. Let's save it as test map 2. Enter. And run. And there we go. It should load it up. And there's your first map. There we go.